Hey everybody, it's Sam Utari here with another installment of the Guild Wars playthrough. I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to defeat this series. Actually, the process of playing this is actually really complicated because I really want to show you pre-searing, and then there's so much storyline in post-searing and etc. And I've already played a big chunk of post-searing in on this character, and this character, and I've also played post-searing with my other characters on my main account as well. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go through pre-searing with him, get into post-searing a little bit, and then probably continue with characters on my main account. But for now, since I want to get into the gameplay and play for about 30 minutes or so, let's go ahead and start that. So, sorry if things take longer to load. I tried to play this game before I started getting on Skype and doing all those other things that generally get my laptop all heated. So, guild announcement by Maya the Fallen. The old website got deleted. Oh yeah, that was my old clan thing. Oh, hello, short lady. So anyways, we've started in the main town. The only time you begin, or the only time you start at the beginning, is whenever you first start, and then you kind of just pop up in random places whenever you log in. So far so good. I'm gonna go up and talk to some people. Now, when you start, obviously, this is the first guy in front of you. He has an exclamation mark above his head, which means he has something to say. You have to click on him in order to talk to him. That's a left click, for those of you that want to know. If you try a right click, then good luck. Excuse me, you're Arcus Spear, aren't you? I think Sir Titus was looking for you. He said he had some good news for you. I like good news. Okay, so the cool thing about Guild Wars is that it has this map right here, and it shows you where your objective is. Obviously, my objective's right here. Another cool thing about the map is that you can draw on it. So obviously, if you hold down your mouse, and then you just draw, and my objective is here. This is really good when you have friends in your party, you need to guide them, and they're like, where are we going, where are we going? Rather than typing, you can just be like, we're going here, doofuses. And also, it allows you to draw a really odd-shaped penis, which is always really fun. Anyways, going to Sir Titus now. I want to get my best friend on here, like I said before. I want to kind of like play Guild Wars and just hunt Char and do some fun shit. Just try out the different characters that I have to kind of show you the differences between the classes. Obviously, I'm going to be a Necromancer Ranger with a Warthog, I've already decided. I don't know what to name my Warthog yet, so if you do know, please let me know. Okay, so our objective, right here. There you are, my friend. I'm glad you are here. I have news that I think you'll appreciate. Okay. I've been looking for you everywhere, Archosphere. The king has ordered a new offensive against the Char. The Char are the main bad guys of this game, or at least in the beginning anyways, and they're giant cat-like creatures. I was actually really amazed, awestruck, and etc. when you could actually play as a Char in Guild Wars 2. Because in the original Guild Wars, there's only one race that you can play, and that's human. The other races in the game are Asuran, Norn, Char, and Centaur, and etc., but you can only play as human, which Guild Wars 2 allows you to play as Norn, Asuran, Sylvari, Char, and human, which is good. This is your chance for glory and adventure, but you'll need to know more about your craft before going north of the wall, which is this area over here. Tell you what, travel to the southeast gate, which will take you to Lakeside County. I'll have Verada, the Necromancer, waiting for you outside. He can show you a trick or two. Thank you, Sir Titus. I'm on my way. So the only problem with this game is you don't really have an alignment, whether you're good or evil. Also, tips appear here. You can turn them off, though. You can get a belt pouch to expand your inventory space from a collector NPC just outside of town. After you enter the academy, you'll be able to buy bags to hold even more items. I know. So tips will appear here. You can turn them off if you feel like it, but honestly, I'd probably leave them on whenever you're first playing. Now, he's already given me a quest, which he wants me to go outside, but there are more quests that you can gather. What I like to do is I like to get other quests, obviously. I like to do that before I head outside. That way, whenever I'm heading outside, I don't have to freaking worry about coming back in here as often. I don't think I can get very many quests as of right now. I'm checking all the places right now where they do have quests. Baron Egan. He always has something. What do you want? A group of bandits has been terrorizing Lakeside recently. They have grown so bold that they ambushed a royal tax collector and stole a chest full of gold. The gold is vital to our war effort against the Char. It must be recovered. You look like you could give those bandits a good thrashing. Will you recover the stolen chest and return it to Devona in Ashford for me? You can count on me. Sorry, I'm getting kind of a cold. Oh, another cool thing that I wanted to show you is if you go to the map, say I have a city over here, and I'm in this city right here. If you click on Ascalon, you can quick travel. It doesn't cost you anything. It's really efficient. This game doesn't have mounts, which means you're walking everywhere. And whenever you have to walk everywhere with such an expansive world, the map travel really comes in handy. And you'll want to use it often. Also, U is your mini-map, and it gives you a more detailed map of your area. There's one more quest over here that I'm going to collect before we head outside. I do apologize. Oh, and people with these little things running around, they are actually pets that you get. They're not really pets, but they're more, I don't even know how to explain them, but they're little moving statuettes that you get during your anniversary. Every year you get a gift from NCSoft, and it's usually one of those things. Sometimes you get really lucky and you get like a transfiguration potion, transmutation potion or something. Hello, Namar. Alas, I am behind on my rent, and my landlord, Galsan, has run out of patience with me. I fear I would be put out of my home. I'll understand you if you'd rather not help a Crichton. Our nations were at war a long time, but I'm not your enemy, and I could really use some assistance. My friend, Miller Upton, lives to the southwest. I know he'll help me if I can get the message to him. If you're going that way, could you tell him of my plight? Certainly, how could I refuse? Oh, another thing about this is that the history kind of gets explained as you go on, but it turns out that Ascalon and Tyria and Kryda, I'm wondering if I got this right. No, Ascalon, yeah. Ascalon and Kryda were basically Tyria is the whole world, I think. Yeah, Tyria is the world, Ascalon is a country, Kryda was a country, and Kryda and Ascalon were at it for a long time. When you adventure outside of town, you get your own private copy of the world. To play with a friend, Oh yeah, like I said, this was not meant to be played as an MMO. It is not an MMO, even though people play it as such. So whenever you enter this world, you will not see anyone else. Like, literally, you will not see anyone else. Unless you are traveling with a friend. Everybody else that you see will be an NPC unless you enter a town. I left my flute by the river, but there are lots of scary monsters there now. I don't know what to do. Can you maybe go and kill them and bring my flute back? Sure, I can do that. I'll wait here. Gwen is adorable, and she's actually necessary if you want to get, like, really good armor before you start post-searing, and I'll explain that more when the time comes, but right now, we need to get to him. Oh, if you want to change your quest, press the L button, which takes you to your quest log. You can see your primary quests, which will advance the story, and the small quests in between. And if you want to change objectives, you just click on the quest, and it'll change it, obviously. But we're going to go here. Hello, Verada. Come closer. Look Verada in the eye. Yes, now you'll learn the true power of the dark. Whether animating the dead, siphoning the life energy of others, or using curses to confound your foes. As a necromancer, it is you who will turn the tides of battle at the decisive moment. True fact. This I shall show you firsthand. Cool. Go to the river and kill a scale so that I can animate a bone horror from its corpse. You're going to love this. Let's go! So, the reason why I pair up my necromancer with, a ranger, I keep saying hunter, but a ranger, is because when you have an animal companion, and then you can animate bone horrors and etc., it's pretty badass. Now, as a spellcaster, I'm obviously going to fucking hit from a distance. I think if you press C, if you press C, it targets the nearest enemy, and if you press space, it automatically starts attacking that enemy. Boom. C. And I'll chase after the fucker. Oh no, he came after me. Cool. I'm gonna get this. And obviously, a bone horror was animated from the corpse of the one scale. This is what it looks like, and you see, as it goes along, the health of the bone horror starts to deteriorate. This bone horror is a level 5, which isn't bad considering the enemies are level 1. But if you've noticed, we've killed 2 monsters. We haven't gained a lot of experience. The quests obviously offer a hell of a lot more experience than what we've been getting. When that timer goes out, that thing will just disappear into dust. Fantastic, raising a bone minion, isn't it? There's nothing quite like controlling the undead. You'll need to see another trainer before you learn a trick like that, but I will give you a couple of skills so that you can begin your training to become a true necromancer. I'll head back into the city and inform Sir Titus that you have passed the first test. Haversdan will supervise your training from here. So we've learned the skills Vampiric Gaze, which steals 18 health from your foe, and Deathly Swarm. A deathly swarm flies out slowly and deals 30 cold damage, hits 2 additional foes in the area. Yeah. The only problem is that Deathly Swarm, because it does hit extra enemies, it will pull aggro. Now there's Haversdan, and the thing is he's going to give you a whole bunch of different quests. He's going to want you to go see Devourer. No matter what your class is, Haversdan will always be the person that you go and see. As for first trainers and whatnot, those are all class specific. So, what do you want, Haversdan? You fat dude. You're a necromancer. You're the necromancer Sir Titus was telling me about, aren't you? Well, I imagine he's right that you've got potential, but potential won't save you from a char firestorm. Experience will. I suggest you head southwest to Ashford and talk to Devourer. She's bound to have a task or two for you. Thank you. I'll take your advice. Now, in pre-searing, it's important that you don't turn down any quests because there are a lot of them, and they will be necessary in order to learn all the tricks and trade, get some cool things, build up as much experience as possible before you start getting your ass kicked in post-searing. Lena, with all the dangers out in Lakeside, I can't believe the number of people who go running around by themselves. Why, I've already got my hands full resurrecting fallen soldiers without some novice necromancer adding to the burden. Don't people know there are plenty of folks in Ascalon City who'd be perfectly happy to join them in their adventures? I'll tell you what, if you promise to do your adventuring with an ally, I'll gladly give you a signet that can resurrect fallen party members. Sounds like a good idea. So basically, they're teaching you how to team up with people. They want you to form a party. They want you to play together. I will tell you right now, this game is nearly impossible to go out alone. Later on, whenever you're adventuring, you'll get henchmen that can travel around with you, and that's all fine and dandy. But the thing is the henchmen are really low level. They fall really easily, and because of them, yeah, you are bound to die a lot. Lovely, isn't she? He's talking about that lady up there, by the way. As lovely as the day is long. You're a lucky man, your highness. I'm just gonna stalk you guys. Hi, that I am. That's Prince Rurik, by the way. The guy with the golden sword. And what of the blessed event? Have you set a date? I smell a marriage! No, but I've got a more pressing problem, believe it or not. What is it, my prince? This is a wine moment. Oy. It's Althea's birthday tomorrow, and I have a gift for her. I've searched the shops, the treasure room. I need something utterly unique and breathtaking like Althea. Don't give it another thought, your highness. Leave it to me. You've served me well in trying times, Osirik, and for that you have my respect. If you can do this thing for me, you'll be something. Oh, God. Okay, first of all, I'm drinking Prosecco. And never lace it with Disaronno. Ever. Never put Disaronno in it. It is god-awful, but, ugh. Okay, anyways. Hello, Osirik. I have a very important mission for you, Archisphere. The Prince's love, Althea, will celebrate her birthday tomorrow. The Prince has charged me with finding the perfect gift, one that is as unique and beautiful as Althea herself. What do you say? Can you help me? I think I can handle that. So this quest is actually a real pain in the ass, because notice your inventory. You don't really have much space. And like stuff like this starts to take up space whenever you're looking for shit, because quest items do take up space. And so the thing about this is, there are 3 items you have to find. Okay? Now, say you find one. You take it to Osirik. He won't like it. He won't think it's good enough. Find the other one. take it to Osiris. He won't think that's good enough. It's only the third item, no matter what it is, no matter what order in which you found them, it is only the third item that he'll take. So there's a feather, there's a pearl, and there's something else. I think there's like a feather, a pearl, and a necklace or whatever. Something like that. A feather, a pearl, or a charm, something of that nature. And yeah. So, I don't know. It always pisses me off so much. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go into my inventory. I'm going to summon my fire imp. You just double click like that, and then there's your fire imp. He's gorgeous. And we're going to head out this way. So, and he's going to deal damage. The only problem with the fire imp is that, okay, anything that is basically within your area, which is this right here, he will start attacking it whether you want him to or not, so just be prepared for that. Now, if you go into Ascalon and you come back out, there's usually a water drake, which is down here by the shore, and there's actually a lot more scales to deal with. The water drake is actually right there by that little island formation usually, but because we did not enter Ascalon and exited again, he's not there, and neither are the horde of scales. But that's okay, because we're heading this way because there's a really easy beginner quest that I kind of want to accomplish in this time slot. I'm not going in order with the things, so come here. Yeah, go ahead. Attack me, whatever. Ow. 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 Okay. I should have used C, but I'm just so used to clicking. Whenever I first got this game, I didn't know about WASD, and the whole thing confused me. So, yeah. Okay, so here we've picked up an air staff, and an air staff is for an elementalist. The thing is we can later use this to tear apart for materials, because there is a crafting system in this game. It's just not the way you would expect it. So we can tear it apart for materials used to make armor and weapons later. Also, we can sell it to get gold pieces, because gold in this game is actually very hard to come by. And whenever you need it the most, you will not have it, I can guarantee you. Longbow. Scale fin. Spiked axe. The scale fins will come in handy. You can actually trade it for a belt bag or whatever. A belt, whatever. A belt pouch. There we go, a belt pouch. I've noticed that since living in Germany, my English has kind of gotten to shit. So there's Gwen's broken flute. I don't think you get any experience for this quest, but we're going to go ahead and take it back to her after we're done. Now, see, I haven't even attacked him, but my imp will. And that's okay, because you still get experience from it anyways, but still the fact of the matter is that if you're in a giant horde of enemies that you really just do not want to fuck with, chances are you're not going to want your imp out. And the thing is you can unsummon him if you want, I believe, but you can't resummon him for like another hour or so, or 10 minutes or something like that. You need to wait until the summoning stone recharges itself. Now me, I don't know, I never have this problem. Oh, also, whenever you go into town, the summoning stone resets itself. Thanks for finding my flute. Oh no, it's broken. Now I'm going to have to get a new one. Can I follow you? Go ahead, you're gonna die though. Whatever. I never let this girl follow me, ever, but I might as well let her this time. She doesn't really do anything. The only thing Gwen is good for is you have to buy her a flute, a new one. You have to buy her a girl's cape, which is like 200 gold. Then you have to give her 50 red iris flowers, which you can only find in pre-searing until you get to Eye of the North. So then you do that. And once you've done that, then after the 50 iris flowers are given to her, you get the ultimate headpiece to your armor for pre-searing only. And then once you leave pre-searing, it is basically useless, that armor, because you're going to need new armor. So the reason why we're heading into the mountains is because there is actually a quest. There's a cave formation right here, and we're actually going to go in there. Ooh, a red iris flower. And people will actually buy red iris flowers off of you for a pretty high price. I said pick it up, dummy. And people will buy red iris flowers off of you for a really, really, really high price, because a lot of them staying in pre-searing do want the ultimate armors. It is guaranteed that you will find at least 2 red iris flowers whenever you leave a city. Usually they spawn, but other than that, they're pretty rare to find. I think the most I found in a day was 10, and that was actually really, really lucky. So going around here to this cave formation, down here is a collector. Now the thing is for each class, there are different collectors that have armor. So say this collector down here, which collects Grawl necklaces, say that for a Mesmer she has a chest piece. Well, for a Necromancer she might not. Let's see what she has. Yeah, see, she doesn't even have part of the Crichton armor. But I know that when you're a Mesmer, she does have a piece of the Crichton armor, which is just like the starter armor, only it has like a 5% bonus or whatever. Something similar to that. I love Devourers, I don't know. In my fanfictions, I always have a pet Devourer. Also, there are some books for Guild Wars that you can buy. There are actually 3 of them, and they explain the time in between the first game and the second game. Aloe seeds. Always kill the aloe seeds. They usually have something really, really good on them. And even if they don't, they have stuff that's worth gold. And they're really easy to kill. Even in post-searing, when they get that shit healing ability and whatnot, they're pretty easy to kill. And, yeah. Now, 6 gold coins. The only problem with getting gold in this game is that later on, when you have henchmen and you find gold, whatever amount of gold you find will be split up amongst your party. Which means you are giving NPCs gold to party with you. And that's why gold is so hard to find. Because right now, since you don't really have anything as far as, like, party members, I hope this isn't too dangerous. Since you don't really have anything as far as, like, party members and etc. right now, you basically get to keep all the gold that you earn. But, like I said, the gold you earn here is just so little. Oh, and hidden stashes. Hidden stashes randomly spawn, and they usually have really, really good things in them, usually pertaining to everything you aren't as far as class. So see, in my inventory, I already have over half of my inventory full. So. Oh. You there, you look like a sturdy necromancer. I've tasked my man Fadden here with retrieving Devourer eggs for me from the cave over yonder. However, he appears unmanned by the Devourers, afraid of being eaten or some rot like that. I need a brave soul to keep the Devourers away from Fun while he does the job for which he has been paid. What say you to that? I'll protect him. So this is what I don't get. Basically, this guy's a duke, and I understand that, but look at how much armor he has. Gwen, stay here. Gwen. 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 No, keep it for yourself. Keep it for yourself. Well, fine. Here, give the flower to Gwen. I just need you to stay here. Okay, I'll wait here. Good. So, this dude's decked out in, like, full fucking body armor, and he has a hammer, and he goes, oh, Faden's afraid of being eaten. And it's like, well, yeah, he's in, like, nothing, and you have, like, all the armor in the world, and you're not wanting to go in there and protect him. So our task is pretty damn simple. If you haven't noticed, we're gonna go in here, and there are nests everywhere. And you need to, I think you need to, like, get eggs from 3 nests, which there are only 3 nests. And in between then, you're just going to battle a bunch of Devourers. I don't know why I'm not attacking that dude, but my computer seems to be going stupid on me. I think there's a collector that also collects dull carapaces, but I'm not. Oh yeah, he does. My bad. No, there's one that collects dried. Ooh, vial of dye. I'm so lucky I already got one of those so early in the game. Now, dye is really, really, really hard to find, and like during events like breast cancer and etc., they tend to be a little easier to find, like pink for breast cancer, and obviously red and green for Christmas and etc. The hardest ones to find are silver, white, and black. Silver, gold, white, and black, and also pink. Of course, is rare, as they don't have pink dye. Okay, Fadden, here's another one. Look, there's an egg! Yes, I know. I found it. So only take a moment. Wait for me, will you? Nope. He catches up. So yeah. So this is one of the simpler quests. It's actually pretty easy. Devourers are pretty easy to kill. Carry-on Devourers are level 1, and they're pretty sturdy, but they don't really do shit in damage. Plus, if you're a necromancer, you just heal anyways, you know. And then they have the sick ones, the diseased devourers. There's 2 hidden stashes in here. Yeah, and then they have the diseased devourers, and those are a one-shot. Ooh, no, I didn't want to go there. I mean, that's cool and everything, but protective icon, break hammer. At least now I have shit to sell. Whenever I get back, and that'll help. Wait for me, will you? Giant Slayer's hammer, water wand, cane. Okay, so basically, items in your inventory that are blue are unidentified. Oh, we've completed the quest. Anyways, so those are unidentified, and the thing with them is that unidentified items, you have to buy an identification kit to identify them, and usually all they have is they have sort of special skill attached to them, which you can actually take off with certain toolkits so that you can add them to other things. It's a pretty simple process. We'll learn about it later whenever we start building our own weapons, but for now the Soul Shrieker will do best for us, as Necromancer things tend to be a little hard to find. I'm going to go up here and kill these Lash Devourers. As you notice, we've made it to level 2. Every time that you gain a Deathless Form, every time you gain a level, you get skill points, as long as you're not like level 20. So we're going to go into K, our skills. Now we have 5 attribute points. Now obviously, if you look down here, this is blood magic, and this is death magic. So far, I really like the blood magic, so I'm going to put that many on here. I'm going to put one in, and I'm going to put one in death magic. Because those are the only things I have. These skills can be rearranged whenever you're in towns and outposts, but they cannot be changed while you're in the field. So obviously, it says, see, attributes cannot be lowered in a mission, return to a town or outpost. Also, if you have more skills here, you can drop them down into this area. You can also get rid of other skills to put more in there. 8 is the limit. It never gets any bigger. So you have to choose wisely what skills you want to put in there. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much the basics of combat. It's really simple, I think. Oh, I'm gonna get a Devourer egg, which means I need to drop something. Go ahead, drop a longbow. Because, yeah, the dude out there is going to give us a Devourer egg. He's going to give us 2 of them. 1 of them we need to use for a quest. Actually, 2 of them we need to use for a quest. So, keep those. I mean, a collector will let you use it to get a belt pouch, but there are other ways of getting a belt pouch without having to use the Devourer egg. Or no. I got it all wrong. Basically, there's a guy in the front that takes scales from the, yeah, he takes scales. Well done, I'll give you a couple of eggs for your trouble. I'm not usually so generous, but I happen to be in a jovial mood at the moment. Sure, whatever. So we got the 2 Devourer eggs. Now there's a guy that takes, scales, and he will trade you a Devourer egg for a scale. My inventory's full. Oh, that's right. Air staff. Bye. Thing is I'm probably not going to get the ultimate armor, but at the same time, I don't see any problem with collecting red iris flowers because they can be sold at a really high price. The more gold you have going into post-searing, the better, and also the more crafting supplies that you have going into post-searing, the better as well. So you've seen the quests, like they're really simple in pre-searing. It's kind of just getting you used to the basics, nothing fancy. Now I want to show you the map travel. Because our inventory is full, we are now going to click this. We're going to go back to Ascalon, travel, and we're going to sell some shit. Entering a town or entering outside of town will always cost you, or not cost you, it'll always cause a loading screen. So I'm sorry for those that like the instant transmission or whatever. Transition, not transmission, instant transition. Town crier, what do you want? Grim news from Devourer and Ashford. A clan of Grawl has swept north from the woods and into Lakeside County. If they are not stopped, the village will surely be destroyed. Someone must fight these creatures and protect the people of Ashford. Coordinate your efforts with Devourer. Sure. It's pretty easy. So, The only problem with that quest that I just took is there are a lot of enemies, and I mean a lot, and there's a Grawl Shaman, which you've never really dealt with before. So I would do this quest last. I just collect it because it's there. Oh, also another thing, whenever you're collecting quests are different for each profession. So say I'm a monk. Monks are most likely to give me unique quests, whereas necromancers will give me unique quests. If you go up to a monk and you're a necromancer, they'll say that they don't have anything for you, but if you were a monk and you went to that same person, they would have a quest for you. I mean, I think you know what I'm getting at. A group of Char have broken through the gates. They must be stopped at all costs. Meet me at the gates just outside of town in Lakeside. What say you? Will you help me drive these Char from fair Ascalon? I'm with you. I love Prince Rurik. His storyline is so tragic. Same with Devona, with fucking Althea. Her storyline is also so tragic. Now, there's really nothing out here, but I do like going out here because you can see the battle going down below. You can see the enemies and whatnot as they fall. But other than that, there's really nothing out here. So, I'm just trying to, make sure that this playthrough actually goes somewhere. Other than the thing. So we've done a couple quests. We've actually done some small quests where you just have to go talk to people, and oh my god, where are you going, Arcus? Stop that. Right now. So now we're gonna go sell some shit. And then we're gonna collect some more quests. And then we're gonna get out of here. So these are weaponsmiths. And they basically customize your weapons for you. And which means nobody else can use these. You can't sell shit to them. So basically, whenever you customize a weapon, it means that that weapon is just for you. Which means if you were to sell that weapon, or trade that weapon, or etc., I mean, not sell it, but if you were to trade that weapon to someone else, or even if you were to put it in your bank, which banks are linked between characters, and the bank here is called the Zunlai chest. So say you put something in your Zunlai chest, and it's customized for you, none of your other characters can use it. So, that's the only problem. Merchant, I want to sell you things. You can take... The only problem is I don't... Okay, you can take this, and this, and you can take this and this. I'm going to keep that in case someone collects them. Maybe you can take this, and 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 this. Now, sometimes whenever you collect things, and you identify them, they, a salvage kit. You can, whenever you identify them, sometimes they'll be worth twice the amount of money that they were worth before. The only problem with that is that the chances of that actually happening are, low. So while some of you are probably screaming that I should buy an identification kit and try it, there's really no point. So I'm going to go collect these quests up here. Usually you can't do them until you do the first couple of quests, because they want to make sure you're going to stay and play. I'm sorry to bother you, but I've heard some impressive things about you, and I think only someone with your skill and bravery can help me with my problem. Thank you. I just went and collected some eggs. I think my brother Orion has fallen in with the Royalists. He's not wicked, just reckless and impulsive. When Sir Titus expelled him from the academy, he became embittered toward the army. But I don't think he realizes how serious this is. I don't want him to throw his life away for foolish pride. Do you think you could find him and tell him what I said? Perhaps convince him to come home. I don't know exactly where he is, but I imagine Relena Stormbringer and Foible's Fair might. Orion was always trying to impress her. He might have told her something. Try to bring your brother home. So basically in this area, not only was there a war once upon a time in Kryta, but there's also a war going on in Ascalon between the dukes and the royals. And basically the king and the prince, everybody loves them, except for the barons, actually. The barons and the dukes, because some of them are kind of torn. The royalists are the ones that think that... No, it's not Abaddon. It's... Fuck, I forget his name, but it's a duke, and I'll know his name whenever I see it. But basically, you'll see it in a quest. And, basically, some people think that Duke What's-His-Face should be the king, and he's the true blood, whereas other people say, no, we're, very loyal to our king. So, hello, good citizen. I'm Baron Egan, and you appear to be in need of assistance. The Poison Devourer. You can only get this quest after you've actually done the Devourer egg experience. The Devourer's cave southwest of town has always been a source of danger to the people of Lakeside County, but they have learned to be vigilant and to defend themselves from the beasts. Unfortunately, I've been hearing recently of a new sort of Devourer with a poisonous sting. I'd like you to find one of these creatures, kill it, and take its poisonous stinger to Brother Menlo in Ashford Abbey. You can count on me. So now we've got a good list of quests going, so that next time whenever we start to play, I could actually just play out in the field and not really have to worry about it. These are all the things we now have to do. There are actually a lot more, because you have Ashford Abbey, you have the stuff in Ashford itself, you have stuff in Regent Valley, and, oh, it's Duke Barradin, there we go, Duke Barradin, and you have the Barradin family estate, things to do in the catacombs, and etc., etc. Pre-searing is huge, you guys. So, this playthrough and pre-searing will actually take some time, but that is okay. I am totally good with that. Zoom in on that sexy face. I make handsome characters. I don't care what anybody else says. I make really handsome characters. Ooh, zoom out, buddy. Yeah, you dance. You do your thing. We talk. You did a little na 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 na. It's pretty bad that I've memorized most of these emotes. Anyways, this has been Sam Utari playing Guild Wars for the second time. We'll get more into the series as soon as I have time, now that I know that I can actually record this, which I'm super excited about. I plan on doing more episodes. I should have the third one recorded tomorrow and hopefully have all 3 uploaded and all done for Sunday, which will be really nice, and that'll go along with my awesome epic major upload, which I wanted everybody to see. I've already uploaded 2 videos this week, so this will be 5, which is cool, because I'm trying to basically make something a little bit more constant. I do plan on playing more Link's Awakening and Pokemon Brown. Might play some Pokemon Brown tomorrow, just because I am pretty far in it. But these are the 3 series I really want to work on, is Guild Wars, Pokemon Brown, and Link's Awakening, until I beat one of them. The Game Boy games I'll obviously beat first. So anyways, thank you for tuning in. This has been Sam Utari playing Guild Wars, and I hope you join me again next time. Hit like if you like this so far. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you plan on trying it. Let me know what class you want to play, and honestly, leave me a comment and let me know if you think Arcosphere is sexy. Next time, we're going to go ahead and go after the Poison Devourer. We're going to do some things in Ashford. I'm looking forward to showing you the Worm Queen. But until then, everybody have a nice day. Leave a like, a comment, and hit subscribe. Don't be shy. And I will talk to you guys later. This has been Sam Utari out. Bye, you guys.